Alright guys, it's early in the morning. I'm bringing you some Dead or Alive 6 content. Obviously the new update came out 1.9, so I wanted to go over it with you guys. We got the patch notes in front of us. We're going to try to run through this and hopefully we don't spend too much time on it, but we're going to go through it and talk about it a little bit. So obviously this is the Summer Breeze Collection update where they introduce some new costumes to the game. We got 3 new ranks, which I'm assuming 2 additional ranks are going to follow as well. As you guys know, in Dead or Alive 5 last round, we had Topaz, Emerald, Ruby, and then we also had the additional 2 ranks. So we're probably going to end up getting those ranks at some point. Let's see what we got here. They added some. There's a lot. It seems like there's a lot of system changes, and there's a couple of character changes. Something that I'm very excited about that I want to talk about as well. But they added new entry animations for Jan Lee, Hayabusa, Kokoro, Lei Fang, Bayman, Mila, Raido, and Nico. And then victory animations for Hayabusa, Hayate, Christy, Bayman, Diego, and Phase 4. So, and then also we got the new additional ranks as well. They added some text chat availability to the lobby matches, so they updated that. Changed the lobby match settings to automatically change status to ready, and begin the match when waiting time counter reaches 0. That's good. Okay. Fix an issue on the lobby match character screen in which cursor would appear on a different character from previously selected. So that's really good as well. So there's a problem when you go back into the lobby. Sometimes the character cursor, the selector, will not be on the character that you was just using. It'll just reset to a random character, which it shouldn't do. So I'm happy they switched that. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, this is a bunch of general game change, system changes here. Fix an issue where comm fighters sometimes would still use wake-up kicks while in a wall crush stun. That shouldn't have happened. There's a lot of stuff with the comm that that has always been a problem over the years that they shouldn't have been able to do. So it's pretty cool, I guess, for the more casual players that play a lot of offline modes. That's pretty cool. Fix the definition of the entry victory background on the Seaside Eden stage. So I guess they made the entry and the victory a little more vibrant in the background, possibly. Something like that. They changed the way it looked, I guess. Fix an issue where characters remained expressionless when KO'd with certain moves like Hitomi 16. That's really funny. They had no expression. I wonder who discovered that. Fix an issue with the camera in replays of matches featuring special finishing moves on the Seaside Eden stage. Fix an issue where sometimes the throw hitbox could not be triggered. Throws would not be possible during recovery frames when a move's command unavailable to a character. Christie's 6PP, 6P uninterrupted by HO's input. Okay, so I guess they made it so that you can grab free cancels easier. I mean, that's what it looks like with some moves. Like it says, Christie 6PP and Christie 6P. If you did not free cancel it, I guess you weren't able to throw it or something like that. I guess that's what it's saying. I never seen that problem firsthand, but I guess that may have been an issue in the game. Fix an issue on the Chinese festival stage in which attacks that landed simultaneously could trigger both fall and rumble danger zones and calls for character to be moved in an appropriate location. Fix an issue, I'm going to read this one again. Fix an issue on the Chinese festival stage in which attacks that landed simultaneously could trigger both fall and rumble danger zones. Okay. I wonder if that means that they nerfed the actual... I want to know if they nerfed that. I want to see. I'm going to have to check that out. So obviously, a lot of people think that the citizen assist is... People refer to it as a citizen assist right now. It's actually called the Rumble Danger Zone. It's just called Rumble. So I think it means that you can't bounce people off the floor and then send them into the Rumble or something like that. So we're going to test that. Fix the definition. We already read that one. Where we at? Fix an issue where certain combos performed after the cargo drop danger zone was activated on railways for calls characters to clip through cars. Never seen that happen. Fix the display of some Bayman's commands. 3P. Okay, that's not. Fix comm settings in free training mode to employ the standing command throws, crouching throws, standing offensive hold. Okay. Change Diego's 9P command to 9. Change Diego's 9P command to 9PP in command training. Okay, I guess that was a command training bug. Fix an issue with Coola's command challenge 11, which prevented it from being cleared correctly. Fix issues with Jan Lee's combo challenge 20 and Mila's combo challenge 5, where the combos could be cleared even without connecting the combos. That's weird. corrected various spelling and translation issues. Cool. Alright, so now we're getting into the more, the stuff that you guys are really waiting for, which is going to be the character changes and overall system changes. So for everyone, this is performance update focusing on bug fixes and balance adjustment. Kasumi's 9PP fixed an issue where unexpected follow-up moves were triggered if a button was pressed at a certain time. So that crazy ass Kasumi bug that you guys saw, or Kasumi glitches you guys saw Terror Rock do at CEO is gone. For at least from what I'm getting from that. 8K slightly increased the launch height to stabilize juggle. So I know Kasumi players were not able to connect her bound combo if you did up kick sometimes. It was, I don't know if it was stance dependent or whatever, but sometimes the punch 7K into the down punch into the bound would not connect sometimes. So it looks like they changed that so that her up kick is more viable as a high launcher. Even though she already has no, actually no, I think they took that high punch out of the game, but regardless, they just changed that. So Helena 1PP change advantage on normal hit from 11 frames to -5 frames. That's really good, and the reason why that's really good, so Helena's 1PP is either going to hit on hit, or it's going to hit on stun, or it's going to hit on block. So if it does hit on hit, it's completely safe now, because the fastest low throw in the game is going to be 5 frames, and you need that extra frame to punish. So if it was -6, then you'd be able to successfully down throw it, whereas now it's -5. Even grappler characters have normal down throw speed, so yeah, you're not going to be able to punish a -5 move with a 5 frame throw, you know what I mean? So it's completely safe now. It's kind of a buff. Bass Breakhold fixed the issue with the hit reaction positioning. 64T crouching next to wall fixed to make sure the wall danger zones are triggered correctly during a counter, high counter. To a launch opponent fix an issue where sometimes the crates on the stage didn't break even after being hit. Oh, okay, I know what that is. I guess after you did one of Bass's throws, that if you like knocked them into the wall with the throw or whatever, if you knocked them into the crates, that the crates wouldn't break. I've seen that happen before. Kokoro, Fatal Rush, SSSSSS. Adjusted the relaunch height to make aerial hits easier to land, so that's kind of a buff. Hayate SSSS with full break age. Adjusted the control to fix the issue where break blow sometimes would not trigger when you were the full. Yeah, that was definitely a glitch that I noticed with Hayate for sure. I actually submitted that one to the bug forum on Masters Discord. 6P changed move character for Lei Feng. Changed move characteristics from 12 frames startup, 3 frames active, 25 frames recovery, to 12 frames startup, 2 frames active, 24 frames recovery. So her 6P got buffed. It's still 12 frames, but it recovers a frame quicker, and it's not active as long, which means that, you know, it's not going to stay out there as long, but it recovers quicker, so she can potentially free cancel on you easier with her forward punch now. Lisa, 2KP, changed move characteristics from 24 startup, 2 active, 26 recovery to 24, 3, and 25. So that move got nerfed slightly to fix the issue that made holds and sidestepping unavailable when guarding 2K PK. Okay, 1KK. Fix an issue. Sorry guys, let's work the whole shift. 12-hour shift overnight. Fixed an issue where holds could be performed on the second hit when the first hit was guarded. So I guess they made 1KK jail now? Fixed an issue where holds could be performed on the second hit when the first hit. Yeah, and they made it jail, I guess. Or at least so that you can't hold it. Running P plus K, fixed the move to make sure the character faced forward for the duration of the move. Lisa also got back turned 4P plus K. Back turned, back P plus K, fix an issue where sometimes the move clipped through the opponent. 4-4T, back throw near to a wall, fix the issue where the camera angle that occurred on stage with rope walls. Okay. So this is really like a lot of game changes. I'm not really seeing too many, you know, drastic character changes. Lei Feng's forward punch got a little buff. Helena got a little buff with her down back punch. Kasumi, got a little buff with her bound combo off of 8K. Brad Wong, SSSS adjusted relaunch height to make aerial hits easier to land. Okay, same thing as Kokoro. Mila, 8P adjusted to differentiate differentiate from 2KP. So I'm not sure if they changed the animation of her up punch, but I know that her down kick punch, the punch in that down kick punch string is the same move as up punch. So I just want to check that out to see what that is. As a matter of fact, let me bring the game onto the screen real quick because it's not on here. Hold on, guys. Alright. So let me test some of these things out. So the first thing I want to test out is I want to go to character selection screen. Okay, I want to see this Mila thing. I want to see if I can figure out what this is. Then we'll move on to EmeryReigns and then Rikuto. They're both the same move. 12 startup, 2 active, 21 recovery. Same thing there. I don't know what they changed. It's the same thing. 28. 28. It's the same exact move. I don't know what they differentiated. It's the same. It's the same damn move. Okay, I don't know what they did to that. Alright. Maybe somebody can figure it out for me. Let's see. EmeryReigns. SSS adjusted the move to launch a critical finish was triggered on the first hit. Adjusted the move to launch the opponent if critical finish was failed. Okay. 3PP4 changed move characters from 25 startup, 2 active to 0 recovery. Holy shit. So that's kind of a nerf. 25, they made it so that it now has 23 frames of recovery, which I guess it should have been like that. So it's not, I mean, it's a nerf, but it should have never been 0 recovery frames. Back turned 8P2 or 8P plus K adjusted a back turn 2 during 8P plus K to transition into a minuet. How do you even say that? Okay, so this EmeryReigns stuff is confusing the shit out of me. It doesn't look like these are buffs or nerfs. They're just like kind of changes that should have been in the game already for her. Rikuto, punch, back, punch, kick. Fix an issue where the attack was shipped off target. That needed to be changed, especially after dabbling with Rikuto a little bit. 6P adjusted the hitbox to fix the issue of the attack shifting off target. So what that means... sorry. What that means is that a lot of Rikuto's moves would just go off axis for no reason at all. So like they would just miss the person if they were like even slightly moving or something. They would just go off axis. 9K, which is his backflip, which is his cartwheel flip forward. Fix an issue where holds could be performed on the second hit. When the first hit was guarded, so that shouldn't happen. They made it so that his up forward kick is actually 2 hits in this game, and you can block the first foot and then hold the second foot, which you shouldn't have been able to do. 9K changes hold type on the first and second hits from jumping K to evasion. Oh, okay. So jumping, I would rather that be jumping, but it is what it is. Let's see what else we got here. Nico. So there was a lot of Nico things that I was reading about, and apparently Nico didn't really get nerfed again, but she got changed as far as the way the characters got to be played. So if you look at it, most of these, it changes the guard animation. Like all her moves, it looks like they changed the guard animation, and it, what do you call it? Shorten the distance to the opponent on guard. So pretty much the moves are still the same on block, like her safe moves and stuff like that, but the problem is a lot of Nico's moves had, like a lot of her normals and strings had a lot of pushback on it, and I guess it made it so that you're closer after you do them on guard. So her her punch, forward punch, her punch, forward punch, again, changed the hit reaction in the air, but that's like a bug change, not really a buff or a nerf. But they definitely, I want to say they nerfed her again slightly because of the fact that, you know, you're closer after you're doing a lot of these moves, so you don't have that pushback, and you know it kind of creates like a auto distance between you and the player, and it gives them more space than they should have. So they did change that with a lot of her strings. So phase 4. So The moment we've all been waiting for. I've been waiting to show you guys this, but justice has finally been served. What I mean by that is that godforsaken Phase 4 move, the 2-frame dive that Cal the Blades abused at CEO, is now 7 frames. So this move was changed a lot. There was actually a point where you could get like a hit off of this. Like you could do this to someone and do like a down punch and bounce them off the floor and do a combo. So it was 2 frames. You could do a combo. Okay. Now the move is not completely useless. Okay. The move is still pretty good. But it shouldn't have been 2 frames, and that's completely unreactable. So as you can see from distance, you're still getting frame advantage. So the move is still good. +2. Up close, you know what I mean? You're getting -1. That's fucking phenomenal for a move that's 7. It's still a 7-frame mid. Don't get it twisted. Like the move is still good. It's still gonna be hard to hold, but now it's just a plausible and it's a real fucking move now. Like it was bullshit before. Let's be honest, it was bullshit. So you know you can get 0 on block, you can get the +2 on block, which is really good for her sitting at an 11-frame mid and 9-frame jab, and she's got a super launcher throw. So the move is not terrible now. But another change that they made to it is that gonna have to do. Oh, I know what I'm doing. You can hold it now. So before pre-patch, if you held it, your character would jump to the side, and by the time you even got a chance to realize, wow, I actually held a 2-frame move, you couldn't even hit her anyway because she was already fucking recovered by that point. You know what I mean? So now they made it so that, oh, that sucked. You can counter that shit. So the move now is the way it should have been to begin with. So justice was served. Phase 4 fixed an issue where holds could be performed in a second hit. Same thing as Raido's 9K. 33K changed the follow-up trigger frames from 21 frames to 18, and match controls with 6PK. And okay, so they made it so that the frames are similar between 6PK, 66P. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, PP 6PK. They made it so that 33K has the same frames, because this move right here is that move. So I guess their frames were different. They wanted to match it. P+K during Tenfu, which is the move I was just showing you guys, changed characteristics from 2 startup, 8 active, and 33 recovery to 7 startup, 6 active. So it's not active as long either. That move is the way it should be now. Changed hold type from evasion to 9P. I'm sorry, to jumping punch. It should have been that way to begin with. Now it's a punch, it can be held. Fixed hit reaction to prevent recovery on hit. That's good. Adjusted advancement to prevent clipping through. Cool. I'm happy they changed that. That needed to be changed. My punch. Adjusted the air hit reaction orientation. 3PP adjusted air hit at reaction orientation. I guess it made it so that her air juggles cause a different animation or a different launch height or something. 236P fixed an issue where throw grab was impossible during the recovery frames after a projectile weapon throw. 3P+K on hit P, change jump frames from 7 to 10. No change to overall move frames or the follow-up transition timing. 7P backward lead. These are her jumps. Change jump frames from 5 frames to 10 frames. Thank God, bro. So it looks like Mai got a little bit of a nerf, but the fucking King of Fighter character shouldn't have been fucking jumping around that way, bro. So yeah, they changed the jump frames from 5 to 10, so they made the jumps a little slower. 9P forward leap fixed the issue where the status changed incorrectly from jumping to standing on 16 frames. P leaping forward, adjust animation of the hand holding the fan after landing. Okay, I guess that was like a visual thing they wanted to change. K jumping forward is corrected guard animation. KK leaping forward, change post move status from standing with the possibility to choose standing and crouching to standing with the possibility to choose standing and crouching. Okay, it looks like it's still a low throw, so corrected guard animation for that move as well. Jumping P+K, adjusted animation of the hand holding the fan, another visual thing. And last but not least, we have Kula. Okay, so Kula's critical holds, which means while she's in stun, if she's in a critical state, they changed from 0 startup, 18 active, which is traditional 18 active frames, 20 20 recovery frames to 17 recovery frames. Jumping over an obstacle changes active frames on landing from plus 20 to plus 30. 4P, change move voiceover. I guess he changed the voiceover for back punch. 7P, which is her backward leap, increase the hit detection during the move and change jump frames from 8 to 10. They made it so that it's slower again, just like Mai's, but Mai's was 5, hers is 8. Her forward leap fixed the issue, same exact thing, 5 to 10. K, adjust the follow-up availability from 15 to 37 to 15 to 29. So they made it so that her K, you can't delay the follow-up as long. That's what it looks like, because it says follow-up availability frames. Yeah, they made it so that you can't delay KK. They made it so that you can't delay KK as long, from 15 frames to 36, because the move is 15 frames. 15 frames to 37 to 15 to 29, so you can't delay it as long. KP, fixed to successfully land against sidestepping opponents. Good, because that move had a tracking animation to it. It should have always tracked. 8K, 7K added voiceover. 9KP, fixed to successfully land against sidestepping opponents. Okay, so they fixed some of her tracking, so this is kind of a buff in a way. H plus K change hit to land from laying facing down. What does that say? H plus K change hit reaction status on landing from laying facing up to laying down. Okay, so I guess when you hit somebody with H plus K, it makes it so that you're not laying up anymore, you're laying down. And back H plus K, I don't know if that means back H plus K or if that's back turn. I think it means back turn. Fixes successfully land against sidestep opponents. So they changed some of coolest tracking. Overall, with this update, the biggest changes that I'm seeing, really, the change that needed to be done is this. This had to go. There's no reason why that should have been in the game that way. That should have been out of the game. It shouldn't have even been in the game that way. So I'm happy the Team Ninja listened and they changed it. I know I seem like I'm complaining and bitching, but guys, you got to understand, it was a 2-frame move that was +2 on block from not even from completely full screen. Like, it's not, no, that had to go. So either way, that's going to do it for the patch notes, guys. Be sure to tune in for the stream tonight, because I'm going to play some Dead or Alive 6 tonight, as well as some Dead or Alive 5 and some Tekken 7. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Keep on fighting, subscribe, leave a comment and a like and everything, and I will catch you guys next video, man. Peace.